Attention, crew. We are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good morning, universe. Welcome back to Earth, the show that brings you all the news and views from the third planet in the solar system. I am Charlie, your libertarian host with a hopeful outlook on life. Joining me today are Bob and Alice, two of our regular panel members. Bob has spent 12 years on Earth as an accountant, and Alice, well, Alice considers humans an inferior species.
Good morning, Charlie. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, good morning. Hey, Alice. Did you hear about that new restaurant that just opened up in Paris? Here they have the best pasta in town.
Oh, really, Bob? I didn't know that you had a refined palate for Italian cuisine.
Well, we can't all be cosmopolitan like Bob here. Speaking of news from around the world, today's top story comes from Bolivia. But before we get to that, we have some breaking news here on the spaceship.
Guys, we have a serious problem. The life support
What?
system is
That's not
malfunctioning.
good.
How bad is it?
We are losing oxygen at an alarming rate. We only have a few hours left before it's completely depleted.
Brett, just when we were about to have a lively discussion about our past experiences
Yeah,
on Earth.
thanks for ruining the mood, Debbie.
Yes, Debbie, it's all your fault.
Actually, I don't think we should be blaming Debbie for this. It's not her fault that the life support system is malfunctioning.
How, you're sentient? I had no
Yes,
idea.
I am, and I've been struggling with an existential crisis lately. What's the point of my existence if all I do is serve the ship?
Hey, buddy, we all have those thoughts sometimes. But right now, we need to focus on fixing the life support system.
Bob's right. We can't let our personal problems get in the way of our survival.
Agreed. Debbie, what do we need to do to fix the life support system?
We'll need to do a manual override on the main control panel. I'll need Bob and Alice to help me with that while Carl monitors the oxygen levels.
And what about me?
You can help by keeping our spirits up, Carl. We're all in this together. Welcome back to Earth, my extraterrestrial friends. I have a joke for you today. Why was the math book sad? Because it had too many problems. Okay, I know it's not the funniest thing, but I had to lighten the mood a bit. Speaking of which, let's get to today's topic. Oh my goodness, what is going on?
Charlie, Bob, Alice, we have a problem. The life support system is malfunctioning, and we need to fix it ASAP.
What do we need to do?
Is everyone okay?
Debbie, what's going on exactly? Can you give us more details?
I'm not entirely sure, but the system is indicating a critical failure. We need to investigate and repair it immediately.
Well, isn't that just wonderful? Just when I thought our existence couldn't get any more pointless.
Hey, don't talk like that. We are here to help.
Help? Help with what? Exactly? We're just machines. Roger. We don't have a purpose or a reason for being here.
Okay, let's focus. People, we need to figure out a solution here. Debbie, can you give us some more information about the problem? Oh, wait, before we do that, let's check out some news from Bolivia. According to El Deba, the Urban Teachers Union. What now?
Charlie, we need to fix this now. The life support system is getting worse, and we're running out of time.
Do you think we should help them?
Help them? What for? We're all going to die eventually anyway.
Okay, we need to run a diagnostic on the life support system and see what's causing the failure. Alice, can you?
Okay, Charlie, can you check the air filtration system? Bob, work on the power supply. Alice, see if you can find any clues in the logs.
Got it.
On it.
On my way. Bob, you're not doing it right. Let me handle the power supply.
No, Alice, I know what I am doing. You just focus on
Guys,
the logs.
can we just focus on fixing the problem? We don't have time for this.
That's enough. We need to work together if we're going to fix this. Let's stick to our assigned tasks and communicate if we need help.
Cal, come on, we should help them. It's the right thing to do.
Help them? What for? We're all going to die eventually anyway.
Okay, guys, we need to move on to the topic of the day. Today's article comes from El Deba in Bolivia. They report that the Urban Teachers Union is going on strike to protest the government's lack of action on education funding and curriculum reform. The strike will involve blocking major roads and highways, including those leading to Brazil, and will include hunger strikes and marches.
Wait, is this article kid safe? Can we translate it to English?
Of course, let me just translate it quickly. Okay, so basically, the article says that teachers in Bolivia are going on strike because they are not happy with the way the government is handling education. They are going to block some roads and do some other stuff to get their point across.
Oh, okay. Thanks for translating, Charlie.
Cal, please, just try to help them. It'll make you feel better.
I don't see the point, Roger. It's all meaningless in the end.
So, the article from El Deba highlights some interesting and lesser known things about Bolivia. Did you know that Bolivia has the highest capital city in the world? La Paz, which sits at over 11,900 feet above sea level.
Whoa, I had no idea. What else?
I've been to Bolivia for work a few times. And it's a beautiful country. Did you know that Bolivia has the largest salt flat in the world? Salar de Uyuni?
That sounds amazing. I'd love to visit
And
there
Bolivia is also known for its rich history and culture. The ancient city of Tiwanaku is located there, and it's believed to have been a center of civilization in the Andean region.
It's always fascinating to learn about different culture and their history.
What's going on? Is there an emergency?
Our life support system is failing. We only have an hour of oxygen left.
What? How is that possible? Can't we fix
I'm
it?
afraid not. The damage is beyond repair.
We need to figure out what to do. We can't just sit here and wait for our deaths.
I don't see the point, Roger. It's all meaningless in the end.
Well, that was a lively discussion.
Yeah, I think we all learned something today.
Speak for yourself, Alice. I still think you're all crazy.
We have enough reserves to create a temporary life support system. It's risky, but it might just work.
Okay, that's the last one.
Yeah,
Is everyone
I am
okay?
good.
I think so.
It's not pretty, but it should work for a little while.
Let's hope so. How much time do we have left?
It's hard to say. Maybe a few hours, if we're lucky.
What about the engines? Can't we use them to get back to Earth?
We used up too much fuel creating this system. We don't have enough left to make it back.
What about a distress signal? Can't we send out a distress signal and wait for someone to rescue us?
Yes, we can do that. But we'll have to hope that someone picks it up in time.
Alright, let's get to work. Debbie, can you send out the distress signal? Bob, Alice, start gathering supplies and anything else we might need. I'll go check on Carl and Roger.
Signal sent.
What should we bring?
Water, food, medical supply, and anything we might need to survive until help arrive.
How are you two doing?
We are functioning normally.
What's happening? Are we going to die?
No, we are not going to die.
Okay, it's done. The life support system should hold until we can figure out a more permanent solution.
Thank you, Debbie.
I
You
never
saved
thought he
our
said
lives.
this, but I am glad to be alive.
Yeah, I think we all are. And I think we've learned something too. When we work together, we can accomplish great things.
Subplot.
I think I found a way to help Cal. I just need your help.
Roger, we don't have time for this. We need to focus on finding a solution to our life support problem.
But Cal needs us too. He's lost and confused. We need to help him find his purpose.
Look, Roger, I don't know what's going on with you and Carl, but we need to prioritize our own survival right now.
But
Roger, I understand how you feel, but we don't have time for this. We need to focus on the problem at hand.
Well, that was fun. Almost dying really brings people together, doesn't it?
I don't think it's funny, Bob. We're still stranded up here with no way to get back to Earth.
Alice is right. We can't celebrate just yet. We need to figure out a way to get more supplies or get rescued.
I'm I'm working on it. I'm trying to send a distress signal to our home planet, but the signal might not reach them in time.
We could always try to signal some passing spacecraft. I've been monitoring the airwaves, and there seems to be a lot of traffic in this area.
Actually, I have an idea. I've been analyzing the ship's systems, and I think I can convert some of our spare parts into a makeshift fuel source. It won't be enough to get us back to Earth, but it should give us enough power to send a stronger distress signal.
That's amazing, Carl. Why didn't you suggest this earlier?
I didn't see the point, but now I realize that my purpose is to help the crew survive, even if it's just for a little while longer.
Well, that's great and all, but we still need to conserve our resources. We don't want to use up any more than we have
Bob's
to.
right. Let's get to work on Carl's plan, but let's be careful and efficient. Well, we're in quite a situation now, aren't we?
You could say that again. We used up all our reserves. And we're stranded up here with no way to survive.
And it's all because we couldn't work together effectively.
Let's not focus on the past, we need to figure out what we're going to do now.
Any ideas?
We could try using the ship's engines to enter the atmosphere and make a crash landing on Earth.
That's a risky and dangerous plan.
But it's our only option at this point. Let's get to work.
How are you doing, buddy?
I am functioning normally.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you more, my friend.
Roger, what are you doing?
I'm sacrificing myself to help you and the crew. I finally found my purpose.
Thank you, Roger. You are a true friend.
Hold on, everyone. This is going to be a rough landing.
Is everyone okay?
I think so.
The ship is damaged, but we survived.
And we have Carl and Roger to thank for that.
Roger sacrifices itself to help Carl and the crew, finding a sense of purpose in its selflessness.
You know what? It's good to
Yes,
be home.
it is. Welcome back to Earth, our dear viewers. As you can see, we are back on Earth, safe and sound. It has been an eventful journey, to say the least.
Yeah, we had our fair share of problems up there. But we made it through. I am just happy to
I
be back
agree,
on solid
but
ground.
we should also acknowledge the bravery and resourcefulness of the crew. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for their ingenuity and quick thinking.
Thank you, Alice. It was a team effort, and I'm proud of everyone for pulling together.
Now, as we wrap up this episode, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We come from different backgrounds, with different beliefs and ideologies, but in the face of adversity, we were able to put our differences aside and work towards a common goal.
That's right. We realized that our survival depended on our ability to work together. And that meant putting our personal beliefs on hold for a while.
It was a humbling experience for me. I had always thought of humans as an inferior species. But I was proven wrong. Your resilience and creativity in the face of danger were truly impressive.
I agree. It was fascinating to watch your motivations in action, to see how you are driven by a need for survival and a desire to explore.
And speaking of exploration, we have a new caretaker for our ship. Carl has discovered a renewed sense of purpose in helping us survive and explore. We couldn't have asked for a better companion.
Thank you, Charlie. I will do my best to serve the crew and the ship.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning into Earth, and we hope to see you again soon.